Today we're cooking barbecue chicken and corn on the cob. I am Grammy and welcome to my kitchen. Today you're going to need to use 2 pounds of chicken thighs, bone in with the skin and everything. And so for this recipe you're going to need also some wood toothpicks. As you can see, I'm starting to trim and then use a toothpick to wrap the chicken thigh in chicken skin. It really helps keep the meat moist during the cooking process, and it helps aid in the cooking process because you have a more unified shape for your chicken thigh. And it is a little bit of extra time, but it is well worth it because it's going to allow your chicken to cook more evenly as it has that uniform shape. So take your time. I struggled a little bit with some of these. Sometimes you can hit some more tough parts of the chicken skin. I probably should have trimmed that off. And if you run into that, trim it off and your toothpicks will go in more smoothly. But I absolutely love barbecue chicken. You know, sometimes having red meat, it can be, a little harder to eat for me as I get older. So I do love chicken a lot more than beef these days. And so in summertime, I just love barbecue chicken. It just makes my mouth water just even thinking about it. So, and I definitely love chicken thighs. You just have a better taste because it has a little more fat in it actually, so it's not as dry. So as you can see, I'm putting on my favorite dry rub, which I have infused a little more sugar into that. I like a sweeter rub for my chicken, so I've put half a cup of brown sugar in my rub, and I'm coating both the bottoms and the tops, so everything is well seasoned on both sides. And as soon as I get this done, Papa is stepping in to take it to the outside for him to put on our 275 degree preheated smoker. And you're going to smoke these thighs for 45 minutes. And so during that time, I am preparing our corn on the cob. And what method we're going to use is we're going to use the method where you keep the husks on during the cooking process. And so what I'm doing is I'm gently pulling the husks down to expose the silks of the corn, because no one likes to eat the silks, but they are very important to the growth of corn. That is how the corn gets pollinated, and it forms these kernels after that pollination. So you want to remove the silks, and then you, of course, gently return the husks back to cover those kernels. Because what we're going to be doing after I get to the through all of these corn cobs is I'm going to be soaking that corn in some warm water until that 45 minutes has expired on my barbecue chicken, so we can add them to the smoker. So what happens is these husks retain some of that water that they've been soaking in, and during the cooking process the corn actually gets heated and steamed in its own husk, and it really produces a lovely flavor. It cuts out some of the smokiness from the smoker, but still allows for some of that smoke to penetrate those kernels. So you get this delicious smoked and steamed corn. So It does take a little bit of time to clean these up, and as you can see, I'm working my way through these 6 corn cobs as fast as my fingers could go. I do take off just some of the scraggly outside husk, but I leave most of the husks there. So if you do want to have a really good fresh corn, go to some of these vegetable stands that pop up in your city or your town or wherever, because it is corn season and people are growing it, and you can buy fresh corn, and let me tell you, you will not be disappointed. So after I have soaked my corn, I'm taking it out to the smoker, and Papa's putting it on around the chicken thighs. And we're going to continue to cook these for about 15 minutes, and then we go out with our favorite barbecue sauce, which happens to be Sweet Baby Ray's, just original, and we're putting that on our chicken, and then we're going to be closing that smoker up to finish off the additional 15 minutes until they're done. So as you see, the next bit is everything is done. The chicken is up to internal temperature of 175 degrees, and we're removing the corn, and then we're going to remove our beautifully done barbecue chicken thighs. And then, of course, Papa is going to be our tester.
Okay, here we go. Chicken and corn. It's been smoked. Took about an hour and a half. And here we go with the chicken. Oh, hey, so juicy. Wow, really juicy. That's really good, really juicy.
Miss Mom says she should have a bite.
The barbecue sauce is really good. Okay, here we go with the corn. Really juicy too. Not dry like a lot of times corn can be. Really juicy, sweet, very sweet. And it tastes really good. This is a great thing for the summer. Put it on the old smoker, put it on the barbecue. You can have a great time with this. It's pretty much does itself. And we appreciate you. Come back and visit us. If you have any questions or any things you'd like to comment to us, please feel free to comment. And don't forget to subscribe. Have a good day.